Hi everyone, if you're watching this video, this means you have Model Magic. And what I've done is I've taken my Model Magic out of its package already. I used a scissor, and right now I'm warming it up. Literally, I'm using my hands on the clay, squishing it, and the warmer it becomes, the more stretchy and easier it is to work with. Let's make one thing very clear. This is technically not clay. It's a molding material. Real clay comes from the earth. It's made of what you find in the ground and some other things. This stuff is made in a factory and it contains some plastic and some glue, but it's called Model Magic because it's really easy to work with. It only sticks to itself. It doesn't get anything dirty. It takes a long time to dry out. And even when it does dry, it's very light and fluffy. You'll know your clay is ready when you can really stretch it. It should be very soft and squishable. So take some time and work your clay by squeezing, twisting, and pressing. All right, so at this point your clay should be soft. Let's learn how to create a clay rose using some modeling techniques. All right, so I want you to think of two fruits, a blueberry and a grape. Blueberries are small and round, grapes are a little bit larger, more oval shaped. You're gonna be making two of those. So we're gonna leave our clay to the side and we're going to pick off pieces first. So I'm going to pick off a little section. I'm going to roll this between my hands. And there we have about a blueberry. Let's make 5 blueberry sized spheres. Now the thing with clay too is that it's not so much about how it looks, you should feel it more than you see it. So in your hand, as you're rolling your clay, you should start to feel if it's the right size. Like that one felt a little bit bigger. So I'm going to take off a piece. And it should be able to feel in your hands when the clay has become more round, just from the pressure you're putting with it. And notice as I'm rolling, it's not a back and forth. I'm not rubbing my hands together like me. It's a circular motion with both of them. Okay? That's how I'm getting these nice round spheres. So slow motion, okay, between my palms, they're going in alternate directions, and I'm not squashing it. I want it to roll and be shaped by my hands. See, look how smooth that is. There isn't a single wrinkle on there because I'm listening to the clay. I know that sounds very, art teacher of me, but really it's true. Unlike painting, you have to follow what the clay wants. Paintbrush doesn't tell you what to do, but clay does. You gotta feel how dry it is, how round it is. That, you have to really be in touch with your hands. No pun intended. Okay, so we got all those. Let's make one grape-sized. So this one's gonna be a lot bigger, about that large. And so you can compare. There's my grape, these are my blueberries. Make sense? Okay, we won't need this for a moment. Now, we're going to take that grape-sized clay, we're going to press it down. But it's not just a, press as hard as we can. This is controlled. Notice I'm walking my fingers around. And I'm flattening it. Now that it's this flat, I can take my palms, using the heel of my hand, make it a little bit flatter, a little bit thinner. Nice. Okay, once I have this, we can also stretch it, so I'm gently pulling on the edges. See that? And we have a little tiny pizza. Don't throw it. I know you want to. Don't do it. All right, now, once that little pizza is made, we're going to roll it. So I'm going to take the edge, roll it up until I get a spiral. See that? Okay, this is the center of my rose. I'm going to make this little cylinder shape, and I'm going to pinch the bottom. This is the bottom of the rose. Here's the top. Let's put this to the side. So see, it looks kind of like a torch. Here's the stem, here's the middle. Now we're going to do the same thing to each of these. Okay, we don't want to really stretch these out because we don't make them too large, but now we can assemble our rose. So I want you to hold it by its little stem. Make sure the middle is kind of hollow, shaped like this, so you can see that nice wrapping on it. We're going to add the petals. So I'm holding this up, I take my first petal, and I'm going to have it stick to the stem first. See how it's hanging off? And then I'm going to gently wrap it around on this side. So I'm not sticking down the middle, just this side and that side. See, it already has that rose look to it. I'm actually going to take the top of that and pull it back a little. Okay, let's do that again. So I'm going to stick it to the bottom here, roll it up, stick the sides, open the middle, kind of like a tongue. And now I got to use my artistic eye. Okay, where does the next one go? Well, I have a big extra space right here, so that seems to make sense. First. Side. Okay. And I'm going to keep doing that until I have added all my petals. And you know, you want to look at it from many angles. That's the other thing. We're now really working three-dimensionally, so you can't just look at it from one side. You have to keep spinning and searching and making sure that from all perspectives it looks awesome. Amazing, isn't it? We had this blob and now it's this gorgeous thing right here. Here's the thing though. We're going to keep using this clay over and over, so admire it, love it, add to it, take a photo of it, and then you're going to have to roll it up because we'll be making more and more things with this clay. But I would love to see a picture before you do. So take a picture and then whoosh. And I know you're like, no, but you can always make it again, and the next time you make it might be even better. But we do have to keep this clay stored and ready for whatever project we decide to do next. Okay? So you're gonna roll this up, and then I'd recommend you're gonna put it back in its bag that it came in. Okay? Roll it up tightly, then put it in a Ziploc bag, and then if you have it available, put it in another container. The less air that gets to this, the softer it's going to become. If it dries out, no big deal. Get a little water and a little hand sanitizer and work it into the clay, and that should help make it soft again.